Hello, welcome back to C's Retirement Corner. My thoughts on early retirement. Be honest with you, I never even thought about it. I always planned on staying around in there until 62 at least, maybe 65 or later. But I guess I'm actually retiring a little early. At 57 is when I'll go. So, but I still don't consider myself retiring early. It was never a goal I had. I honestly never thought I'd be able to at all. Really, to be honest with you. you know, Decades ago when I first started out work, and they talked about how bad a shape Social Security was in, and it wouldn't be there when it come time for me to go. And then you hear all the negative noise about retiring, whether it's even a viable option for people anymore, and how hard it is to do. You know, and I bought into all that mess for years. You know, but I saved for. I always knew that there would come a time when either I wasn't physically able to work anymore or I couldn't find a job that would pay the bills, you know. And so I saved for that reason. And then come down towards the end of my working career, once I looked at the money and my expenses, I realized I could go. And I never would have went if it hadn't been for them changing things around at the plant. I'd have stayed right in there. They'd had to run me out of there. And pretty much that's what they're doing now. It's just not it's just not a viable option for me now, is to keep going to work. Thankfully, I don't have to, but I mean, even if I had to stay there, I probably would quit and find something else. I just, it's just not a good place to be employed anymore. But you know, I I'm I'm not a big proponent of what the fire movement or the minimalist movement. There's no way I'd qualify for the minimalist movement. And with the amount of junk I got around here, I wouldn't qualify if there was 10 people living here. I just don't know where I collect all the junk at. but and the fire movement, you know, both of them, they teach great stuff. They really do. They're founded in good principles. You know, living below your means, um, increasing your income. You know, investing, um, kind of living your life according to you and not somebody else. You know, I just couldn't be happy doing that. I don't believe. You know, I don't think that'd be a lifestyle I could be happy living. A lot of people are in it, and if you guys are, that's great. You know, it 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 helps a lot of people. But I don't I don't think it'd be a viable option for me. So I don't consider myself in either one of them groups. And you know, and honestly, I don't think I would recommend anybody retiring early for the normal retirement age. Not unless they had to for some reason, Like me, I really have no reason, but I got a reason to leave the place I'm at, but I don't have a reason not to go get a job somewhere else. But to be honest with you, I'm lazy in heck, and I really don't want to. That's simple. It's what it boils down to. I'm tired. I've worked for decades. We got no expenses at all except for living, you know, and I can afford to go. So I'm gone. I'm gone. Simple as that. It boils down. That's all it boils down to. I'm just daggone tired. Um, Now, if I had another job, maybe I'd stay on in there. The hours were different. You know, it was a little bit easier on your body, maybe. You know, but right now in this situation, no. And I don't look for going out and getting another job. It's not my intentions. Ain't to say it won't happen. I might decide later, hey, yeah, I want something to do. You know, or I might have to go. You know, which doesn't bother me. You know, I've made my plans, and I'm going to stick with them until I have to change. Simple as that. You know, I'm not. I'm not worried at all about having to go out and get another job. You know, it's not my plan, but if I got to, I got to. I ain't worried about that. You know, but it's it's just so much easier if you were to retire at your normal retirement age. And there's less planning for your health care. Your money doesn't have to last as long, which means you don't have to have as much either. You know, you don't have to worry about the market dropping every. Well, I guess you probably do. You know, but at my age, if the market drops now, you know, sure I got longer for it to recover, but it's going to affect me more in the beginning. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons I got that 5 years cash. That that saves me on a down market at the beginning of the retirement. So and and your Social Security don't count once you retire either. You know, you retired, oh, say 57 like me. You know, that's 5 more years before that I get zeros for when they go to figure my retirement. So you can make more money than your Social Security benefit would be more then. Now I ain't figured it out what it would be. Honestly, I don't really care. You know, what I am projected to bring home is enough for me. I'm happy with that. You know, but it, I would recommend anybody that's going to retire before 60 really sit down and think about it, unless you're forced to. You know, your health's not holding up, you lose your job, and you can't find nothing else, and then you're going to have to making adjustments on the fly, and that's a bad situation to be in. But it happens every day. Thankfully, I was able to hang in there until I was able to go. But I recommend that's about it. I reckon. Y'all be good. We'll talk with y'all later.